we can know more from our another panelist, Dr. Biswaranjan Mishra. He was my senior when I was doing my MCOM at Utkal University. Dr. Biswaranjan Mishra is now the head of Department of Commerce, DDCE, Utkal University. He has completed his PhD from PG Department of Commerce, Utkal University in the area of corporate sustainability reporting practices. His degrees include MCOM, MPhil, PhD. He has 6 years of corporate experience in the field of law and accountancy and have 10 years of teaching experience. He has published 15 number of research papers in various reputed journals and conference proceedings. He has published a book titled Financial Derivatives, and his areas of interest in teaching and research includes financial derivatives, security analysis, portfolio management, international finance, and financial reporting. I welcome you again. Thank you for joining with us today, and kindly share your ideas, your thoughts on this topic, specifically focusing on the global market. Let me share the screen with you quickly. Professor Biswaranjan Mishra, kindly continue.
Yeah. Can you present for me?
Yes.
Am I okay? What is the? Kindly share the screen.
Sure. So the topic is global impact of COVID-19 on stock market and investors' reaction.
Okay. First of all, I thank Dr. Lipsa for giving me an opportunity to speak on this platform. My pranam to all my teachers and seniors in the panel. Now please see, the sentiments across the stock markets is gloomy. There are frequent crashes in stock market in all parts of the world, and there is wide circuit breakers to prevent this panic trading. Totally panic trading was there in the month of March. In US market, the market closed 4 times in a month. That is on March 9th, March 12th, March 16th, and March 18th. There is bloodbath in the entire stock market of the world. We can call it as Mad March. And on an average, a Bloomberg report tells that $16 trillion of market capitalization of 89 countries has eroded during this period. Next slide. Now, if you find out the circuit breakers in US market, you can see there are 4 times in a month, which is first in the history of US markets where markets were closed. Next slide. If you see the largest one-day drop in US, you can find out there are 2 days in the entire 100 years history of US. You can find the largest 2 drops in the month of March only. Only 2 events where the one-day drop is more. That is in the month of that is in 1987. That is the month of Black Monday event, and in October 1929. That is prior to Great Depression. And if you analyze the volatility index, next slide, if you will see the VIX of US market, you will see the CBOE VIX index is at its all-time high. And if you compare 100 years volatility of US market, in the next slide you will see the 100 years volatility of US market. You can find out the volatility during the March is much more than the volatility which occurred during 2008 financial crisis, and even the volatility is more than the Great Depression of 1932. And there are many there are many infectious diseases which affect the stock market. If you will see in the next slide, the diseases which affects the stock market during those periods, that is bird flu, SARS, then swine flu, then Ebola, then coronavirus, you will see the volatility in case of coronavirus is much high in comparison to all other infectious diseases. In this backdrop, there was bloodbath during the month of March. Then comes the carpet bombing of money by US Fed. What US Fed did, US Fed has reduced the interest rate near about to zero, not zero, just something bigger than zero. It has reduced the interest rate. Then it has introduced many emergency lending programs. Then it has directs to purchase first time the corporate bonds, including the junk bonds. So it has flooded the market with money, as a result of which the S&P traded at a projected PE multiple of 22.5 times. That means there is a difference between the Wall Street and the Main Street. In the Main Street, jobs were lost. In the Main Street, people has filed unemployment. Unemployment rates are increasing. In the Main Street, many people are dying. But in the Wall Street, you see that the Wall Street is at 22.5 P multiples. So there is a gap between Main Street and Wall Street, as a result of which the US markets were the overvalued market in the month of April. But due to lack of fundamentals, again the market started crashing. You see that there is a gap between the two streets. In USA and UK, there is a huge volatility. There is a huge bloodbath in the month of March, and there is huge increase of prices due to carpet bombing of money by US. So the volatility is very high. If you find the VIX related future trades, those are less, those are reducing day by day. In Indian context, if you will see next slide, you can find out in Indian context how Indian markets performed during this particular COVID period. You will find Indian markets, the valuations of Indian markets were $2.16 trillion of market capitalization prior to this particular pandemic. At the start of 2020, NSE BSE traded at their highest level. Nifty was at 12,362 and Sensex was 42,273. You can find from the table on 14th January. And in 23rd March, in 1 month period, you can find a 40% drop in both Nifty and in both Sensex. However, due to monetary easing by RBI, the markets recovered a bit, but still there are 27% down from the top level prior to the COVID. The worst affected industries were hospitality, tourism, entertainment, where the market capital lost is round about 40%. And RBI has come up a series of reforms like reduction of repo rate, regulation relaxation by extending the moratorium and other measures to boost the liquidity. India is, next slide, we can find out India is in still lockdown 3 and lockdown 4 is expected. The Indian markets are characterized by high volume, low volume and high volatility. So in this backdrop, the COVID-19 impact will stay in Indian markets for a longer period of time. We can call it, in the literature of finance, there are many outlier events which affects the market. We can find out, next slide. Okay, in the literature of finance, there are many outlier events. Those events does not occur every day. We can call this COVID-19 as a black swan event in the financial literatures, where the event occurs once in a full moon, but it will continue. Nowadays, the investors' sentiment is very bad, very poor. Investors are shying away from the market, but you know that stock market is only for long-term investors. Many such pandemics have occurred, many such catastrophes have occurred in the market, but in the long run, market has averaged out everything and provide a decent return to the investors. So every dip is a good buy opportunity for the investors. With this, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Mishra, for enlightening us with all the aspects relating to the stock market today. And yes, this is a black swan situation.